Hello and welcome to the course on Fundamentals of Devops. My name is Ganesh Paletkar and today we will cover DevOps basics. So let's look at what we will achieve by attending to this course. This is going to help you to understand basics of DevOps, understand all building blocks of DevOps, what are the industry leading tools in each of these building blocks, how do we use these tools in DevOps. In short, you will be able to take your first step towards becoming a DevOps engineer, supporting your organization's DevOps landscape, or probably get involved in DevOps implementation as such. We will also look at what are the best practices one should follow while working in DevOps implementation or DevOps support. Okay, so let's look at some prerequisites and also who should attend to this course. I would say everyone who is linked with the IT department of an organization, or someone whose day is spent around software development or possibly related to the software application lifecycle as such. So with that said, it would be good to have some basic knowledge of software development methodology like traditional waterfall or the agile methodology. Also good to have understanding of software testing methodologies. People from infrastructure support background, good to have some network security basic knowledge as well. So okay, now that we have set the stage, and let's look at some main topics of this course. So what is DevOps? So to put that as a definition, DevOps is a culture that emphasizes on collaboration or integration of the DevOps team, development team and the IT support team or the operations team as such. That's what we usually refer to as. This collaboration is materialized using automation of software delivery process and also infrastructure changes that are needed to achieve the successful software delivery. In earlier days, when the need for a collaborative effort for dev and ops team was felt, it used to be recognized as an agile system administration. So with this we can understand that DevOps is something that is closely related to the agile development methodology. We all know that in agile development methodology, it is a primary effort to develop, test and release the code for a particular feature in small iterations called as sprints. So this is a culture or a methodology that enables quick to market strategy for a business application in an IT organization. Now how do we achieve this goal? As long as the development and operations teams are working in silos, achieving quick to market is difficult. So accepting DevOps culture is the solution, probably is the solution or the only solution to this problem. DevOps does not refer to a single suite or application, but it is actually encompasses different areas in the application lifecycle, like the code, the build, the testing, packaging or release management, configuration management and performance monitoring as such. So if you look at the code, build, testing groups or the teams, we can refer to them to the development portion of the DevOps, and the packaging, release management, configuration management and application performance monitoring groups, they can be referred to as the ops team. So they both coming together forms the DevOps. Now let's look at some real life example to understand the concept of DevOps in a better way. Let's look at a real life example. The global business scenario nowadays is ever changing and is most dynamic. The competition is compelling actually the businesses to provide new features to the customers, forcing the business web portals to update and upgrade frequently. Weekly production releases are now becoming probably a requirement for many of such applications. So let's consider an organization having its business in providing, say, health insurance. Okay, we all know that insurance is a highly competitive business area, and companies have to keep on innovating their product lines, adding new features, adjust to changes in government laws, regulations, and so on. all these things actually force the businesses to release new application versions into production quite frequently. So let's also consider that this particular organization also has a web application running on web portal serving their online customers, where customers can buy insurance products per their needs. On the insurance provider side, in order to keep up with the changing business needs, and the web application has to be updated with the changing product lines. Okay. Now, if the company follows traditional software development methodology, then they will be spending weeks, probably months, to develop an almost similar time for the testing team to test the new features, and thus there is a high chance that they end up delivering the product with a delay and ultimately losing the prospective business. So they have to adopt agile development methodology by which they can deliver the product in small groups frequently and in close iterations. So now how do we achieve that? The only solution is, as I said, adopting the DevOps practices. Now let's consider that this particular organization in the development team inside this organization has to complete their coding unit testing, and they are done with the unit testing. They hand over the code to their testing team, and testing team reports them stating they have discovered few bugs, and the dev team is surprised to hear that, because they have already unit tested their code, and so the typical blame game starts, and that's when the operations team is pulled into, and they realize that the development and the testing environments are not in sync. Probably some of the frameworks or the versions are not matching, and so they take some time to resolve the issue, causing the dev team to lose precious time to deliver the product in time. So chances are that a similar scenario is experienced while a code is moved into production as well. So, and then in that case the impact would be very much bigger. So if we try to assess the entire scenario, understand the whole scenario, we realize that this chaotic situation could have been avoided provided that the development and the operations team collaborate, communicate with each other effectively, and understand each other's problem in time. The mismatch in dev testing and even the production could have been rectified with a matured and automated configuration management process, where every node environment is configured identically. This is just one of the benefits. Once these processes are automated, some of the dev tasks can be taken up by the operations team, or some of the ops team tasks can be taken up by the dev team. Having a version control system can also help. Something like Git can help to maintain the configuration management code. Having continuous monitoring in place can help the ops team and dev team to understand the bottlenecks and rectify such areas, enabling highly efficient applications in running in the production. So now with this, it is easily understandable that having the DevOps in place, it definitely helps the businesses, or rather definitely will help the businesses to achieve the goal. Now how does one achieve all this? The answer is the new age industry leading tools that are displayed on the screen. So some of these tools are like Git in the version control system, code quality in the Sonar or IntelliJ, the build automation tools like Maven and so on. So all these tools, they are industry leading tools. These are not the only tools that are available. There are n number of tools available on internet, and these are just some of them which are usually used, and leading tools which are usually used in the IT industry. Of course, we can explore more of these tools and other tools, open source tools or off the shelf commercial tools. They all are good, but only benefit or only important aspect of it should be considered is understand what is important for your business. Okay, some of the benefits, starting from top, is it helps to faster business requirement. It fast to market. It helps in better collaboration. Better software quality is delivered. You get more frequent releases. The important milestone or requirement for the business is to have frequent releases in place. That also is achieved with this. Okay. It helps in reducing the downtime. The software deliveries are now available with lesser defects. Overall improvement in the software quality as such. Okay. So over the years, the software industry has contributed many best processes. Time to time, the people have learned best ways to achieve best results out of DevOps implementations with lesser losses and established lean practices. So I have tried to list some of these best practices. Of course, these are not all. While we think of implementing DevOps, active partnership between all stakeholders is very important. So the stakeholders can be product owners or the development team, testing team, infrastructure support groups, and so on. The important thing is to break the silos, encourage all of them to collaborate with each other. Try to avoid DevOps implementation in partial. It is always beneficial to have end-to-end implementation, and that will definitely give us a better result. Accepting and adjusting to new tools is always a challenge for all of them, for development, testing, and operations team. So option of replacing existing tool should be practiced only if required. Some of these tools like CI/CD, Jenkins and TeamCity, those are readily available and they are very efficient, and they can integrate with virtually any tool that is currently known. Continuous feedback is very important and is probably key to success. So with that, we have come to the end of the session. Hope you have got a better understanding of DevOps as a concept, and we will cover some of more details in our next upcoming videos. Thank you.